This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, Mahesh.
Yeah, sorry guys, sorry for shifting the time, but that time is not convenient since we are only left with 4 to 5 sessions. So in this week we will finish it daily to 2 p.m. So yes, session whatever we had seen is we had fetched the data from predefined database RESTful services and the SOAP services over here. Okay, today what I just want to do is I just want all these three APIs to be displayed as my response by using only one end path, because whenever we are moving for the real time as well, we won't be calling by using different end paths over there. Okay, if you are just calling the Facebook, all these APIs we are just calling it by using the facebook.com itself. So exactly in the same way, in order to call all these APIs in a real time perspective, so I just want to call all these three APIs as my response at the same time over here. So for it, what I'm just going to do is, under this Flights 5 project, I just want to create a new mule configuration file where I am just going to name it as an implementation. So here in this implementation.xml file, I am just going to drag and drop the HTTP listener connector at the starting point. And I'm just naming the end path as an slash flights. Just by using this slash flights as our end path, I just want to call all these three APIs, whatever we had developed in the previous session. And I'm just using the get method in order to get the total data as our response over here. So here still it is resolving the metadata. So what I'm just going to do now is I'm just going to create a variable where I'm just going to name it as an airline. So whenever I'm just typing airline equals to American, I just want to get the total American data as our response. Whenever I'm just calling airline equals to United, I just want to get the United Airlines as our response. When I'm requesting it accordingly by using the airline equals to Delta, So I just want the total Delta Airlines as our response over here. So that is the reason why we are using this airline variable over here. And in order to call this airline name, airline value dynamically, so we just need the HTTP request attributes. We just need to wait for them. So here it is still resolving the method. We won't be getting any of the HTTP request attributes here. Without getting the HTTP request attributes, we won't be able to call any of the value dynamically, as we know. Okay, now we are just calling the attributes. The attributes, I just want to call the query parameters. From the query parameters, I just want to call this airline value dynamically. Now there is a router called choice, where the choice router is just used to call multiple APIs into our flow by using based on the conditions. So here there is a default. By default, when we are requesting it according to the slash flights as our end path, sorry, I just want to display this message as a response for the users. of flights information. So here, there are three flows, and in order to call those three flows, we are just calling the flow reference connector here. Under this flow reference connector, we are just calling. Okay. In order to identify these flows at the starting point, I will just change the name of the flow over here. Slash FN United Delta. So American and Delta, we are just getting it as our response over here. We had changed the flow accordingly. So in the first flow, I just want to call American. And in the second one, I just want to call United. Since we know that the flow reference connector is just used to call a different flow into one flow and delta. So let me check whether I had, yeah. So when I just want to call this American flow, when a user is requesting, okay, whatever the variable we had created as an airline, when the user is requesting, if the airline is equals to American, then I just want to fetch the American data as our response over here. And if a user is requesting it according to United, I just want to call the United Airlines as our response. And when the user is requesting it according to Delta, I just want to call this Delta Airlines as our response over here. So by using this airline variable, based on the condition, whatever we are choosing over here, we'll be able to get the response. And at the end, I'm just going to apply and logger over here. And under the logger, I'm just applying the payload. So here, based on the condition, whenever we are calling it according to American, in this flow reference connector, since we had mentioned it as a flights American flow, so it will be able to execute this American flow whenever we are requesting it according to the American airline. Whenever we are requesting it according to United, it will call this flow reference connector, that means the United flow. And whenever we are requesting it according to Delta, it will call this flow reference connector, that means the Delta flights. And whenever we are requesting it according to slash flights as our end path, we are able to get all flights information as our response. So let me deploy this project over here and check. Check the response. So our project had been deployed over here. We can go to the browser in order to check the response. Localhost colon 8081 slash flights is our end path. So when we are requesting it according to the slash flights, by default it is giving the response of all flights information. And if you are applying the query parameters and if you are requesting it according to airline, it is saying destination is evaluated to null. So why it is saying destination is evaluated to null? So whenever we are requesting it according to the United flow, so this flow reference connector will be coming into the execution part. That means this flow, United flow will be executed over there. So whenever the United flow is executed over there, so how we had developed these three flows? We had developed these three flows in order to search it according to the destination parameter. So in order to search it according to the destination parameter only, we are just calling these three APIs. And if we are requesting dest equals to CLE, this CLE will be displayed as our response. LAX, LAX, United. And if I am requesting it according to American. So American Airlines are displayed as our response. If I am requesting it according to a result. So we are getting SFO data as our response. And if I am requesting it according to Delta Airlines. So these three airlines, we are able to get it as our response by just by using one end path itself. Okay, are you having any doubts up to here? Radhika, Sudhir and Ram? Hello?
Hello, Mahesh.
Yes?
Hello. In the
Hello, can you
browser,
hear
you are
me now?
selecting destination also. Is it required to select destination? Why you are not getting the information whenever you select the airline name?
I did not get it. See, the dest parameter is required because whenever we are calling these APIs, how what these flow reference connectors are referring, these flow reference connectors are referring flights united flow. How we
Okay.
had designed, developed this flights united flow to search it according to the destination parameter, right?
Okay. Okay.
So finally, this flow is executed here. In order to call this airline, we just need to mention the test parameter. Since we have developed the flow, they by using the destination parameter only, we can call them, right?
Okay.
If you are not providing any of the test parameter or something, if you are calling the API directly, so just by providing the airline name itself, we will be getting the response.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, did you get it, Ram?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And Radhika and Sudhir, are you having any doubts in it?
No, Mahesh.
Radhika?
Yeah, no, Mahesh.
So guys, if you're not having any doubts, okay, so here, whenever we are just calling it according to the airline name, we are only able to get only one airline as our response. But whenever we are taking the real-time scenario, if I am just typing the destination parameter, I need to get the total flight details which are available. Okay, either it is an American airline, United Airline, or any other airline. I just want to fetch the total data. So what I just want to do now is, I just want to combine all these three APIs and I just want to get it as our response. So here, I'm just going to drag and drop the HTTP listener connector here. The HTTP listener connector is just used to listen the request and display the response in the browser. And we are just using /sc as a. Under the advanced, I just want to use the get method in order to get the total data as our response over here. So now there is a router called scattergather. So this scattergather router is just used to combine all APIs. Okay, combine those APIs, convert multiple set of payloads into a single set of payload in a technical terminology. So here I am just dragging and dropping the scattergather router, and whatever the APIs I just want to combine the payload. So I am just dragging and dropping the flow reference connector into them, into the scattergather router. The starting point, I am just dragging and dropping the. I am just choosing American Airlines. At the next point, I am just choosing United Airlines. And in the next point, I am just choosing Delta Airlines. So here, how the scattergather router works exactly. So let us assume that whatever the data we are just getting from the, just a moment. So let us assume that whatever the data we are getting from the American Airlines is in the Java format, and the United Airlines is in the JSON format, and the Delta Airlines is in the XML format. So when the scattergather router is going to combine all this data, so it will throw the exception, right? So how the scattergather router works and how it will be able to combine this data. So whenever the scattergather router is picking the payload from any of the flow or any of the API, first it will convert the payload into the Java format. Since the scattergather router is developed in the Java platform over here, so whatever the data we would be getting from the flows or APIs, the scattergather router will be able to convert them first into the Java format, then it will be able to combine them. So now this American Airline, United Airline, Delta Airline, the data is converted into the Java format. And since we cannot display the Java format as our response in the browser, so here we are just getting the payload. So this is an American payload. This is an United payload. This is an Delta payload. Whatever the payload we are getting, okay, from the scattergather router, I just want the total data in the JSON format. And I am just applying the logger over. So once our project has been saved, it will be up and running over here. And if I am requesting it according to SC, SC is our end path, whatever we had chosen. If I am requesting it according to LAX, okay, it had not yet deployed. So here we are able to get this total data as our response and based on the LAX parameter. Now when we are requesting it according to the destination parameter, based on the destination parameter, all these flights data is visible for us. American data, United data, Delta data. Any doubts in it for anyone in this API, whatever we have developed? Ram, Radhika, Ramesh, Sudhir? Yes?
Can you please open the transform message again, Mahesh?
Okay. We had just converted the payload into JSON. That's it. Because whatever the data will be coming from the scattergather router, that will be in the Java.
Okay. But here, how to combine these three? I didn't understand that point, Mahesh. Means here three responses are there, right? Just you are trying to combine these three into the one single payload, correct? Hello? Hello? Yeah,
Hello?
Mahesh. Yeah, Mahesh. So here you are
Yes.
trying to combine all three responses into single payload, correct? As a JSON.
Yes. Yes.
So now here I
The
didn't
scattergather.
understand that. If you put
Yes.
it as a just payload in the transform message, so how it recognize these three responses which is coming from the three sources, but I didn't get that point, Mahesh.
Your voice is getting low.
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, now it is clear.
Yeah, Mahesh. So what I'm asking is, so you are trying to combine the responses which is coming from the three sources, correct?
Yes.
So now, so here, right, you are converting into the JSON structure. So you have mentioned it as a payload. So how it
Yes.
identifies that? So which is three different response structures are there, right? How it will
See,
recognize
the
that?
payload is nothing but whatever the response, okay? So this is the total response here. It will be picking the total payload, not an individual payload over here.
Oh, okay, fine, fine. In that case, fine. I understand, Mahesh. Yeah. I thought like
Understood.
three different, responses will be.
No, not like that.
But scatter gather. For example, if you have three different structures also, it will combine the all the structures into one, or else you have to maintain the same
It
structure
will
for all.
combine. It will combine. That is the reason I said for you, right? If
Means
let
you
us
have
assume,
different structures also, it will combine,
it
correct?
yeah, it will transform it into Java format at the starting point. The payloads, whatever it is receiving.
Okay. If you have three different structures also, it will combine, correct?
Yes.
Meaning the root element is different and the child elements are different. So those three different
Yes,
structures.
it will
In that
be.
case also, it will combine into the single object, correct?
Yes.
Okay, fine, Mahesh. Thanks.
So Sudhir and Ram, are you having any doubts? Hello, guys.
Yeah, Mahesh. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Can you once again tell me what difference between choice router and this scatter gather router?
choice router is used to call multiple APIs, okay, based on the conditions. The scatter gather router is used to combine the data.
Okay. Okay.
Combining the data here, right?
Yeah, in
So
chess
here,
router we can select.
I did not get it.
Yeah, in chess router we can select only one connector, na? One.
Now we can select multiple, but we can
Okay.
call one API at once. Okay.
Okay.
The
Okay.
scatter gather
Oh.
is combining the data, converting multiple set of payloads into a single set of payload.
Okay.
Lot of difference between both of them.
Okay.
Sudhir, are you having any doubts? Okay. So here,
No, Mahesh.
okay. So here, what I just need, just by using one end path, I just want to call all these APIs, right? So whatever the API we had created now, okay, that I'm just calling into it. Because by using only one end path, we'll be able to call them. And I'm just deleting this HTTP listener connector here. So our application had been just equals to index, we are able to get it as our result. Okay, flights is our end path. And we are able to get all these three APIs as our response. So now, whenever a user is requesting it according to any of the airline name, for example, and United, okay, and if he is searching it according to any of the parameter which is not available here, so it would look like a heavyweight data, because whenever we are requesting it, first it would go to the set variable connector, then it would go to the choice router, then it would go to the United flow reference connector, United, then it would go to the United flow. Then it would say, by executing this API, then it will say by executing this API, it will throw the exception for us. It is a heavy process and our application will also become as a heavyweight. So what I just want to do is, I just want to create a set variable connector again. Okay. So I'm just creating a dest variable over here, because whatever the destination variable we are calling now, okay, that is persisting outside the flow. I just want the destination variable to be persist inside the flow itself. So I had created it here. Now I am just using a validator called isTrue. So where I just want to apply a condition here. So in the isTrue validator, I just want to go for an expression. So how many destinations we are having in our flights now? Only 5 destinations. Okay. Under the flight destinations here, if any of the user is requesting it according to SFO, LAX, CLE, PDF and BDX, okay, if whatever the variable we are creating, if it contains, if any of the user is requesting it according to destination equals to these 5 destination parameters, then it would, the condition is true and it would go for the next connectors in order to execute them. So if not, I just want to display a message invalid destination plus class dot dest. So here, if any of the user is requesting it according to any of the other API, other destination parameter, so invalid destination, whatever the destination we are requesting, it will display. For example, let me check whether our application had been deployed or not. Okay, we just need to redeploy the application. Our project had been deployed over here, and we can move to the browser in order to check the response. So if I am requesting it according to Hyderabad, see here, invalid destination Hyderabad. If I am requesting it according to, so if I am requesting it according to, it will display the response. So instead of executing the total flow and wasting over time, it is breaking the flow here. Here, requesting for any of the invalid destination parameter. Any doubts in it for anyone, guys? Sudhir, Radhika? Hello?
No, Mahesh.
No, Mahesh.
No? Okay. So guys, if you are having no doubts, we'll just meet tomorrow. In the same project, we will be handling the exceptions. There is flow level exception and application level exception. Okay, and how to configure the global exceptions. Those all things we will just see in tomorrow's session. Okay, day after tomorrow will be data viewing session, and after that we will just go for JMS, Salesforce, and after that batch process and GitHub file connector. That is the end of our sessions. So there are more 4 sessions left over here. Okay.
Okay, Mahesh.
Sure. Thank you guys. Bye.